Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces June 13, 2022. Transits boost cooperation and harmony with others today. Conversations might often revolve around you or frequently turn to you. Others are taking a particular interest in you. You are a little more open about expressing your ideas, but someone else, while communicative and interested, could be holding something back. Innovative approaches to your money or personal life can be especially successful. Still, the moon is balsamic, with a new moon occurring tomorrow, making it a better time to wind down rather than rev up. You're certainly feeling inspired now, but brand new endeavors or official launches should wait. For now, there could be a pleasant surprise along financial, home, or business lines. You might discover a new method or come up with a fabulous idea that frees you from a problem or heavy feeling. Insight into a practical matter, primarily financial, can come when you're not trying too hard. Taking a small step back from a problem may bring a natural solution, gently. Your interactions are likely to be fresh and invigorating today. Remember who you are. The sun governs your committed 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others, but it is in the process of approaching a charming sextile to your modern ruler, Uranus. Whether you're single or already romantically attached, chances are your perspective on relationships in the midst of a significant transformation, specifically when it comes to your individual freedom. Meanwhile, with both Mars and Venus dazzling your secretive 12th house of closure, dreams, and inhibitions, you're being called to go inward and find bliss in sweet solitude. Don't be discouraged if you've been keeping to yourself. Your rebirth is loading. You may be more aware of your presentation or first impression than usual. While it can be daunting to have the moon highlight aspects of yourself, it can also be illuminating. You can take note of the things you can edit or change accordingly to present better professionally. For example, you may notice how aspects of your word wardrobe could be updated to showcase your authenticity professionally. You could also use this lunation as a way to adjust your first impression with others too. The moon not only returns to your income sector today but as a new moon, bringing the sun and moon together for what is an opportunity for a reset. As the sun and moon come together, this will create a lot of forward momentum, creating an opportunity for new beginnings and a fresh start. As the Sun and lucky Jupiter move towards an alignment over the weekend, the timing couldn't be better. You're feeling a little crazy, so try out some impromptu performance art. Nobody has to see it. Singing in the shower or your car will do, though if you're in public, you might attract some very welcome attention. This period is all about transformation, something you will be particularly well adapted to do, using the positioning of the planets as a safety net to make the emotional changes you need in your life. Try to separate the chaff from the wheat, so to speak, and concentrate on the relationships that give you sustenance. Likewise, choose to eat what gives you strength rather than what takes away your strength. Getting enough rest is imperative when you are living life to the fullest. Be sure that you take the time to consider all the potential consequences and ramifications of your actions today. The essence of this day can see you so energized and raring to go that you don't take your usual amount of time to weigh everything carefully beforehand. If you rush into anything on this day, you're apt to regret it. Just slow down long enough to think and to talk with others about your ideas. This will be the most effective means of ensuring success. The moon's return to Scorpio each month is always a valuable chance to check in and to become more emotionally and intuitively engaged. However, having come full circle from last month's full moon, a lot of things will fall into place, and especially as many of the conditions in play 4 weeks ago are still here. The moon won't clash with the sun to create another full moon, but a clash with Venus in your relationship sector comes just as Mercury, the planet of communication, is working to ensure the communication lines are open before he leaves there in 2 days. At the same time that Venus is spending the weekend aligned with Uranus in your relationship sector, creating the potential for serendipitous moments and/or encounters, Mercury is spending his last weekend here reaching out to Pluto in your communication sector. With the moon in Scorpio, You could be more emotional but at the same time making it easier to access the resources available. Our eyes in the sky. During this time, psychic perceptions, emotional sensitivities, and dreams could be more vivid. We might question our intuition and second-guess our hunches. Be prepared to swim in the deep end of the ocean for the next few months. Let your heart navigate through the murky waters ahead. Our intuition has been strong, but now we're starting to question ourselves, which will be the ongoing vibe until December. Stay true to your inner feelings and don't veer from your instincts. Even though it might be challenging, follow your heart. Only it can lead you toward the truth. Relationships could prove to be more confusing than ever because you may not feel supported by your peers. Don't shy away from confrontation. Speak up and let your feelings be heard rather than hold in your emotions. Your career direction could be cloudier than ever if you're unsure what next steps are needed to increase your bank account and reach your professional goals. You could try creating a vision board and listing your plans for the future only to get lost in a Neptunian daydream, but it can still give you some direction for creating the future and life that you truly want for yourself. In the early morning, the moon squares off with Chiron in Aries and sees us chastising ourselves for past failures. The Scorpio moon can be punishing, defining success in terms of influence. And during its square to Chiron, we might struggle with self-esteem. In our youth, a parent or person of authority may have chided our passions, suggesting that we didn't have what it takes to make it an impact, and we have adopted this critical tone as adults in self-defense. At this time, we should consider the kind of leader we want to be, one who leads with courage and takes risks, or one who is modeled after those early life naysayers, who used their power to keep others small. How we behave now sets an example for those around us, so choose wisely. Following this connection, the moon trines Uranus in Taurus. A change in perspective necessitates a shift in ideals, and although the Scorpio moon still has us consumed with upholding a legacy, impressing those who have come before us and leaving a mark for those who come after, Uranus reminds us that our task is to update these expectations, not to replicate them. We exist in the here and now, and we cannot greet the future by imitating the past. When we embrace the unexpected, we liberate ourselves, revising our conditioning through a marriage of common sense and progressive ideology.